Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a video about um, Skyrim, what I've done with it, and share it with you because it's so much fun. I hope you do the same. It's just hard to show you because I can't bring my computer to you and all that jazz. So this part right here I added for Eric because I found an ore vein, so I thought I would mine it for him. Now I'm just showing you the visual of my Daedric armor, trying to get it against the white backdrop so you can see it very well against it. I think the Daedric armor looks awesome. Daedric armor has the highest armor rating in the game, and so obviously it's heavy armor. And to make it, you need ebony ingots and you need Daedric hearts, both of which are very hard to come by. I've only ever found like 3 ebony ore veins in the game. This is my sword. As you can see, it does 293 damage. It does so much damage because, one, it's a Dragonbone sword. Dragonbone weapons have the highest armor rating in-game. And it also does so much damage because I have perks in one-handed that double the damage, and I also have enchanted armor that increases one-handed damage, which I'm about to show you. So there's the boots with one-handed damage, and there's the necklace with one-handed damage, and the gauntlets with one-handed damage, and the ruby ring below that also has one-handed damage. So when I enchanted this armor, I didn't have enchanting level 100, so that's the reason why each of them only has one enchant. But now my enchanting is level 100, and so I can enchant 2 things, and my blacksmithing is also 100. So the armor I'm wearing is not the best armor that I can enchant. The reason why my helmet and armor have magicka regen on them is because I thought I would start using more magicka, but I ended up not doing that. Just because. But as I was saying, Daedric armor also requires ebony ingots and Daedric hearts. Daedric hearts are also really rare, and I think I've found maybe a total of 22 Daedric hearts in-game so far, and they've been hard to find. But I could make more Daedric armor, but I'm kind of holding off because you can also use Daedric hearts for alchemy purposes. So I'm waiting to get my alchemy up to level 100. Because once I get my alchemy up to level 100, I'll be able to make even better enchants and such. So in the previous screen, you saw me hovering over my shield. I'm now showing you my shield. If you didn't notice, the shield blocks 50 points of magic damage. And here's the sword. And shield has been a game changer for me, because by the time I would get up to fight magic users, I would be like half dead or almost dead. But this shield, since it blocks magic damage, I've been able to block it as I run up. Here's a Dragonbone bow, highest damage bow in game that you can make. The reason why it doesn't do as much damage as my sword is because I don't have any perks in bows, and I don't have any enchanted armor increasing the damage. But I will make some armor and put the perks into bows later on. I plan on using bows a lot. I actually hope to become kind of a bowsman and then use my one-handed damage and stuff to become dual wielding and use daggers. And I want to enchant the daggers to paralyze and do like magicka and do lightning and frost damage. I think that'd be awesome. So I could like start fighting with the bow, and then when people get close, I can use the daggers and I hit really fast to paralyze them and barely get hit. So that's really what I really hope for. I forgot what I was explaining. Oh yeah, so once I get highest alchemy level, Dragonbone arrows, the highest damage arrows, amazing. Once I get highest level alchemy, I can make the best enchanting potions, and then once I can make the best enchants, I can have the highest increase to blacksmithing, and then I can That's my best armor right there. It's 1371. Instead of the best blacksmithing, I can make the best armor and improve the armor the best. Right there, I'm showing you how much gold I have. Yes, it says 184,000 gold. I have a lot of gold. Most of it has come from selling everything I've made from crafting. I've sold all my potions that I've made as I've been crafting in alchemy. As I've been blacksmithing, I enchanted the things that I crafted. The best way to level it up is to make jewelry. Actually, the entire time, all throughout blacksmithing, whatever level you are, jewelry with gems, making jewelry with flawless gems increases the skill the most and continues to do so all the way up to 100. The only problem is coming by enough gold and silver, or to actually, make the jewelry. So something about, I was about to pause just for a moment. So yeah, I just had to go and do something first turn of the video. But yeah, one thing about all the gold I have is I have 4 houses in Skyrim, 3 that I bought and 1 that I made. So 180,000 is much less than I've earned total. And I've also spent about 30 to 50,000 gold in buying ore just so I can make ebony armor and daedric armor, because they require ebony ingots, and I obviously haven't mined that much ebony. That's why I had to buy it. So that's a little bit about that. Now we're in Whiterun. I'm going to show you a few more items that I have that I think are really cool and neat. Kind of like the shield I have. That was a game changer for me. I feel like there's a couple other items that could be game changers. So I said that the dragon bone bow is the best in game. You may think Robert at least knows of the nightingale bow, and it is really good, but it's not quite as good as the dragon bow. Its base damage isn't as high. So I'm just putting away a few things here, but I guess so. Yeah, the nightingale bow is really good. I'm also going to show you the nightingale armor. I think the nightingale armor is awesome. If you're gonna go and be a thief character with bows and stuff like that, and one-handed stuff, go for Nightingale Armor Thieves Guild questline early on. This here is the skeleton key. This key is amazing. You get it through the Thieves Guild questline. You can unlock anything with it, and it's basically a lockpick that never breaks. So it's a great way to never run into lockpicks and to open anything, because it really takes the annoyance of opening locks out. Because if you're trying to do a master pick, you basically have as much time as you need to find out where it is. So alright, I'm going to show you some weapons and armor that I found. This I used to use. I made it, obviously. It's not quite as good as the Dragon Bone. This is an awesome dagger that I got through a quest in Dawnstar Museum. I'd also recommend it if you're going to go the thief way. You can tell it says hits has small chance to instantly kill, making it an amazing dagger. I would definitely go for it early game. It's not what I would use end game now. I guess I can improve it and see how much damage it does, but I don't think I do at the time. This is Oriel's bow. It's a unique weapon you get from, a quest from the Dawn Guard. It's kind of a crappy bow. Its damage is really low. As you can see, I've improved it, and it only does 26 damage. Whereas the Dragon Bone bow, I improved it does 59. So pretty much more than double. And I don't know. That looks awesome. I wish it did more damage. I feel like they could have done better. Just a random sword. This is a kind of cool staff. 50 points of shock damage per second. Pretty awesome. Just some random armors that I'll put in my house later. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Let's see. That's really cool, really good for alchemy. If you want to make the best potions, 20% better potions, awesome. Same for archery. It's pretty sweet. Let's see. this item right here, the ethereal crown. I'm gonna get back to it in a second here. I don't know what I just did. Yeah, ethereal crown. So this is an awesome item for leveling skills. It holds the last stone ability that you held, and then you can go get another one. So you have 2 stone abilities, and so there's one stone called the lover stone, and it holds, and the lover stone increases all skills by like 5 or 10%, and then you can get the thief major warrior stone, which increases by 20 or 30%. So holding both those stones is obviously the best for leveling skills. This is an Archmage robe. You probably already read it. 15% less to cast, plus 50 magicka, 100% faster magicka regen. Best mage armor I've found in the game, mostly because it has 3 enchants, which is something you can't craft. You can't craft 3 enchants. And also, like, I don't know, 15% less to cast on all spells. That's just amazing. Yeah, you can get higher magicka regen and more magicka, but all 3 of those things on one item, hard to come by. I'm definitely going to use it. Here's the Nightingale armor that I was talking about. Just to go through it so you can read and see what each one does. They're pretty good, especially early game, especially if you don't go into crafting. I've always been all about loot, so that's why I went into crafting and putting perks into crafting and stuff. So I really feel like crafting is a great way to go for endgame, especially. So now I'm putting all the armor on. Thieves Guild questline has definitely been one of my most favorite. There's a twist in the story to it. You get this awesome Nightingale armor. I mean, look at it. It has a cape. You just look so freaking sweet in this armor. You can see my eyes, those 2 little white dots. I don't know if you can tell by the video quality or not, but it's really great. I love it. I just love looking cool in this armor. There's nothing quite like it. And yeah, even better than just wearing this armor is shooting somebody with it using a bow. So I'm about to equip my bow. And there we go, Dragonbone bow. And I'm actually going to shoot my follower with it. So here we go, I'm just going to put some Dragon Bow arrows on as well, so I have the highest damage output as possible. And yeah, I just really love looking at myself. And so here we go, shoot her. And it barely did any damage to her, just because she's awesome. She's wearing some pretty sweet ebony armor. I mean, ebony armor is just less than Daedric armor. It's probably like 300 less armor total, but it's still really awesome. So there's that. And I'm wearing one guard. So now I'm actually going to show you the house that I built, mostly because I told Robert that I'd keep him up to speed on, building a house. So I just want to show him, that I built it and what I did, because you can choose different things to add on to your house. So yeah, you can tell I'm level 73. I got a few things up to legendary and improved different skills, getting to get up to level 73, and I'm still going to improve as many other skills as possible. So here's my home. From the front door. This main hall area used to be the house itself, but I improved it into a main hall. I feel like the best perk about building your own house is just all the space. You can see there's display cases, there are weapon racks, there are end tables, there are chests, and all right here in the first main area I can put loads of stuff. I've built everything I can here in this house. The only thing left I need is to build the rest of the mounts. I even got a bard. It cost me like 20,000, I don't even know, 5,000 maybe. So just gotta tell him to play some music, Fortunately, I don't think you can hear any of the music in the game, anything that's going on. I wish the video quality was better. Again, more chests, like just tons of chests and storage space. Like this is really the display cases. Gonna take that healing potion. It's really awesome. Just being able to have all that. Here's the armory. There's lots of mannequins around. I'm going to put the rest of my armors up there, just because they're gonna look sweet. Here's a workbench. I can improve my armors if I wanted. Just gonna bring all my ore here. Up behind me is the only armor I've put in so far. It's the Imperial armor, the Imperial Legion armor. I guess I should wear it to finish killing all the Stormcloaks, but I don't know, don't really care for it. I also did recently, barely, as the level 73, decide to join the Imperial Legion just because through doing the Dawn Guard questline I found out that the Nords aren't the original inhabitants of Skyrim. They actually pretty much wiped out the Snow Elves. The Snow Elves being the original inhabitants, and I'm kind of pissed at the Nords for doing that. I wish the Snow Elves were more part of the gameplay. I wish I could be a Snow Elf. I don't know. The Snow Elves aren't as prideful. They don't think they're the ruling race. They are very committed to one of the 8 divines. I forgot his name. Here's a grindstone. I could improve my weapons if I wanted. But yeah. So yeah, I was planning to join the Imperial Legion. Eric is kind of upset with me. I don't know. He really likes the Stormcloaks, and I respect him for that. But I don't know. Even what the High Elves are doing to, the Nords isn't as bad as what the Nords did to the Snow Elves. So I feel like the Nords deserve a butt whipping more than the Elves do. The Elves just think they're the ruling race, and yeah, they're prideful and they want to rule all the races. But the High Elves wouldn't wipe out other races because then they'd have no one to rule. The Nords legitimately committed mass genocide on this race, and I think that's horrible. And no one has the right to decide who gets to live and who doesn't, especially in terms of an entire race. So it's kind of what I think about that. So yeah, there's my swordsman person that you get after becoming a Thane in Falkreath. So I was just in the Alchemy Tower, now I'm in the Enchanter's Tower. This is the first level. There's just display cases and some ingredients there. And both of them, up on the second level, you'll actually see the Enchanting Lab and the Alchemy Lab. So here's the Arcane Enchanter. Again, strong boxes, end tables, chests, display weapon racks, display cases, displays, storage. Up here, it's just a nice place to sit, I guess. Top of this tower is just a chair. Gotta do a little bit of hunting. Sorry if that's boring to you, but just gotta take advantage of killing those guys because I need to build the rest of my mounts. I need some antlers. Antlers are hard to come by. Only deer have them, and half the time they don't even spawn when you loot them. So, anywho, more space. Just there's the alchemy lab. Satchels, end tables. Ingredients. Just looking around, it's good stuff. So I'm definitely gonna be taking advantage of this. I'm gonna move my ingredients here eventually. Alright, so here's the top of my enchanting tower. It has another chest. It's Thistle Branch. It's cool stuff. I'm just gonna go out here and run around on the roof of my house because it's fun. You can do that. And right here, I think I was running around and I noticed some birds flying around. And I was contemplating whether or not I should take the time to try to shoot one. If you can see it. Because you can get like bird feathers and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I decided not to waste your time trying to shoot those down. So here we go. I built a smelter here. There's a pen. There's the pen for animals. Here's the smelter. It's for stuff. And I thought I had a forge here, but I guess I don't. Yeah, just more stuff. So back here at the back of my house, I built a little apiary, and you go here and you can collect alchemy ingredients. You know, get some bees and get some honeycomb. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's that. My plans for the game are to just keep leveling up skills and enjoying other things. I found out about a rare item in Solstheim. You need an ancient Nord pickaxe to mine this stuff, but apparently you need like blacksmithing level 90 to craft with it. I forgot what it's called actually, but I'm gonna go to Solstheim and get that stuff. I'm gonna craft with it too. It looks really sweet. So that's probably what I'm going to make my thief armor out of to enchant with, or maybe just run around with the nightingale. I'm not completely sure. But yeah. So, here is the Dawnguard Rune Hammer. It's the highest base two-handed weapon damage item I've ever seen with a base of 28, and it also puts runes on the ground that does 50 points of fire damage. That's pretty awesome. Here's a couple beds, one for my follower, and then here's my bed. I just figured out how to marry people, so I'll be doing that eventually when I decide I want to marry someone. I mean, I don't really know what the benefits to marriage are. Like, does she gather stuff for you? I don't know. Pretty sweet, I think. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. I can't think of anything else. I think the thing I'm most proud of is just my Dragonbone sword. I don't even have my one-handed all the way up to 100, and it does 292 damage, so that's it, and love you guys, and see you around.